Hey guys, I ran to Walmart today because I went to get my coffee and I didn't have any creamer. So it was emergency time. And while I was browsing around my favorite Walmart store, look what I came up with. Yep, never bought this in my freaking life. But I was kind of hungry and they kind of look good. And I have some beautiful white Alfredo sauce in a jar that I think I could cook this meatballs and make it work. So today's video, it's about me cooking pork meatballs. And these say no antibiotics, nothing bad, everything perfect and juicy. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cook this. I thought about making them in the slow cooker, but there's only a few of them. There's like 12, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. So my slow cooker is just too big. And I'm using the Alfredo sauce, so you gotta be careful with that because it's cheese and it's not like marinara sauce that can cook for hours. So anyway, I'm gonna cook them the old-fashioned way like my grandma used to. And then basically sauteing it. I may even put some onions on it. What do you think of that? And then when they're cooked, then I'm gonna dump the white sauce in it and see what happens. You shall be witnesses. That's a quote from one of my favorite movies, Die Hard by Bruce Willis. Okay, ready? Let's go. Watch this. Stay with me. Okay guys, so let's begin by going over the ingredients. Of course, I've already shown you my meatballs, pork meatballs from Walmart. Fresh, not frozen. My first try at it. You cannot cook any meat if you're Spanish without any freaking white onion, so there it is. I'm gonna need a little olive oil just to get the juices going. And then of course, you know I'm half Cuban and half Puerto Rican, so that means that I gotta throw a little zest into my Italian cooking skills. And this is from our favorite brand, Goya. And this is like a total seasoning, so let's see how good that works. And then if you guys have seen my videos, you know how much I love the Mario Batali Alfredo sauce, which unfortunately got canceled due to his, let's call them perversions? Who knows? Alleged perversions, let's say. And this apparently is by the same company, but it's not Mario Batali. But I called them and they says this is pretty much almost like the other one, so let's see how good it is. So I'm gonna cook this with this, sauteing it in this, adding a little seasoning in that, and then at the end, bam. Let's see how it goes. Okay guys, let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is chop up the onion. Now I've already used half from another dish, so in case you guys don't know how to chop up an onion, this is what you gotta do. Get rid of the butt first. See, now that it's out, throw it away. And then do like the pros do. Cut it in half. And then it's really easy to cut. Look, once you cut it in half, then just start slicing and dicing. I'm trying to do this on the stove so you guys can see it. Watch your fingers. I needed a bigger plate. See how easy that was? Look how fast. Already chopped. Same here. 1, 2, 3, and then sideways. See? Just like a pro. Make sure you get rid of this little crappy part there. Okay, everything's there, ready to go. Let's get started. Fire time. Oh yeah, baby. This is how you cook right here. First things first, a little olive oil. And I use the one that's light because I don't want the olive oil taste to ruin my meatballs taste. Second, let's go ahead and open up the package. If you're wondering why I have a red shirt on, it's because I never cook with my fancy poker shirts. They're just for show. And also to advertise for my friends at Poker Day who were so kind to send it to me. Got it? Okay, so here we go. 12 meatballs. Time to dump them in. Well, that didn't work out hot. There you go. 2 more. Come on, dude. There you go. Trash. Wash your hands. Okay, what's next? We're gonna shake and bake them a little bit. Where are my plastic freaking spoons? Oh my gosh. Can you hear the sizzle already? Can you hear it? I'm gonna put it on high. Okay, I'm gonna let that start to simmer here a little bit. I'm not gonna keep you holding, so let me just simmer this and I'll be right back. Now all I'm doing is cooking it on high so that it sears a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of my magical potion. I can smell the garlic from this already. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit. Look how they're nice and seared in the bottom part, in case you were wondering what it looks like. This is gonna take a little bit of time because if there's one thing I do is I don't eat red meat. I don't need rare meat. I don't need medium meat, nothing. Everything has to be well done for me. That's how my mama taught me. Okay, so I'll come back to you when most of these things are seared perfectly. Okay, now I'm gonna sear the sides of them. Just make them stand up on their side like this. And then you keep switching them around. Give it a few moments here and there. I can see that the seasoning is already getting burnt around the edges, if you can notice that. So, I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but let's see what happens. I'm trying to do this with a spoon when I should be doing it with a fork, so I have more control, but I'm trying to show you my chef skills. Okay guys, as you can see, they are completely seared and ready to continue cooking slowly now. But before I do that, I need to add the onions. Look how simple. The little seasoning. Now the onions over the top. And then all I'm gonna do is cover them for a while to make sure that they cook nice and slow. Okay, so I'll come back to you. Okay, so I got the top on it. So now I'm just gonna let it simmer in low heat, probably for an hour before I even add the sauce. So it's my breakfast time because I'm keto and IF. So I'm gonna switch the video off for now, and then I'll come back after all the onions are completely sauteed and it's time to add the sauce, all right? Okay guys, I just wanted to give you an update. Look how good that sucker looks. Look at this. Can you believe? Look at this. Look how nice. Look at the grilled onions. I wish you could smell the flavor. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it locked. It is time for my breakfast. If you have seen my breakfast omelet videos, you will know that I am a connoisseur of breakfast omelets. Look what I'm preparing for myself now because I haven't had my breakfast. I'm doing intermittent fasting and I eat my breakfast at 3 p.m. All right, let's see what happens. Okay guys, it's been about a half hour. I'm going to show you almost the end result. Look how beautiful this looks. I added a little bit more of the powdered seasoning to it just to give it a little more of a zing. Look how nice it is. I'm going to leave it another half hour while I have my amazing egg scramble with ham, sausage, and every vegetable in town. And then I'll get back to you and show you part 2, which is the saucy part. Okay? Hang there with me. You saw how easy this is. You see how beautiful? This is just like eating at Carrabba's, right? Just like that. Okay, guys, we are finally at the crescendo. Let's take a look. Can you hear the sizzle? Where do I put this? It's boiling hot. Okay, so one of the things that I always like to do is to make sure that the meatballs are cooked thoroughly. That means inside for you, the average Joe. So I'm just gonna, look at that. Look how beautiful, look at this. I'm just gonna cut one up and show you. Yep, that looks like it's cooked, all done. So now, my other trick that I do is that I cut all the meatballs in half. Why do I do that? Because now I am going to let this simmer in the sauce for another hour. And I want to ensure that the sauce gets inside of these meatballs. But you know, they've been seared, as you can see, and that would be almost impossible for the sauce to get in there unless I let them cook on a slow cooker for like 16 hours like I normally do with the marinara sauce. So this is just a trick that I have learned on how to make sure that that sauce gets inside and these meatballs taste amaziano. One more left. There you go, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna shut the fire off. Now, I am going to take my fancy copper bottom. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna take the residue, all the grilled onions, all the beautifulness of the olive oil. Wait a minute, I should be doing this left-handed so you can see it. Hold on. Let's see if I don't make a mess left-handed. See? All you need to do is just pour this in here so it creates a base, so that when you put your meatballs, it's not going to stick to the stainless steel here. And then all you got to do is shake it around to make sure that the oil and everything else gets around there. It's going to look like this. And now you take your amazing chopped in half meatballs, dump them in there, swoosh them around the way you swoosh your mouth in the morning with mouthwash. Okay, like this. Make sure that all those caramelized onions get into every nook and cranny of the inside of the halves that we chopped up here on the meatballs. Now, to the average Joe, they would be like, Extreme Life Reviewer, this looks amazing as it is. Let's just put a little Cuban white rice and we're done. But no, 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 that's not what we're doing. Okay. Now it's time for le sauce, French for the sauce. If you saw one of my other videos, you will see that I have the most amazing jar sauce opener ever. I'm going to display again how it works. Look how you can adjust it to any size. Set it down. Oops, wait a second. And then bingo, just grab it and go. Nope, it's sliding. There, nice and easy. Smell this, it's just amazing. And now comes the final action. Look at this. Ooh, are you jealous? Are you jealous? I think you is. Look at this. Now let's throw away the jar because tomorrow's trash day. Let's go ahead and shake it up a bit. And now I'm gonna make this simmer for possibly another hour or so. There's my little top. Set the fire on low, center it, and go watch TV. I'll be right back. Okay, let's do a little check. Now this is what you want. You want to keep it at a low boil. Look at this. When I moved it, it stopped boiling. I don't know if you can see that. Just a low boil, which in my fire range is on number 1 because I have it on the most potent of all. Actually, let me grab the camera, and there you can see. You see this slow boil? That's what you want, nice and slow. All right. Okay guys, it is all completed. Look how beautiful. Did you see the low boil? So total time of cooking 2 hours. If you're in a hurry, you can do it for less, but I require perfection. So now let's go ahead and plate it and take a little taste. You know what guys, forget the freaking plating. Let's get the groove on right now. Look how beautiful. Covered in sauce. Look on both sides. It smells wonderful. Ready for the taste? I'm trying not to get my fancy poker shirt dirty. Poker shark. If not, I'll be dancing a heck of a lot more. But this is delicious. Do you see what guys can do when they have a little time at home? Thanks to the little bug out there, we don't have to be in the office. We can come over here and chill. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, it came out awesome. I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up. I'm gonna show you my little plating right now, and then the video is done. Watch this. Okay guys, look, I found me some leftover Cuban rice, white rice, and there it is. The sauce, the meatballs over the Cuban white rice. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was awesome. You guys gotta try it. I'm gonna give myself a thumbs freaking up as usual for doing this. Turns out to be amazing. So there it is. Time for me to go. Look how awesome. Time for me to pig out big. And then I'm gonna go work tonight, and then I'm gonna come back at midnight and pig out again. What do you think of that? All right, until the next video, thanks for watching. Thumbs up to myself again. I'm out. See ya.